Hi, it's Darren and Leanne from the Underground Coach. We're here with our video tip of the week. Today we're going to be talking about the front squat. Okay, now the difference between the back squat and the front squat is the loading on the frontal plane. Okay, really going to be engaging your quadriceps, and how you position the bar is a lot different than how you position for the back squat. Okay, so a couple things that are important. Again, mobility. Okay, if you're having problems with your squat, if you're bending over a lot, this is going to be a really difficult move for you. The other thing that's super important is your wrist flexibility. So there's a couple little tricks that we can show you. You know, if you're don't have that wrist flexibility yet, what you can do to get it. All right, so let's talk about, we talk about this quite often, being able to get in and out of the rack, okay, without having to get on your tippy toes. Man wants to be able to get in and out of that rack safely, okay? So the first tip that we're going to show you, okay, I like to call this the Richard Nixon technique, okay? For those of you a little bit older, remember Richard Nixon. Okay, you're going to come up to the bar, okay, just like this, just with these two fingers. So Leanne's going to show you, okay, just like this. You're just going to come up, just for those pinkies. Now, you notice the bar is actually sitting on her shoulders and she has her elbows up, okay? The bar's right into her throat. She sets her feet up, okay, and she's going to keep her elbows up high. She's going to hold her breath on the descent. Good, and she's going to stand. Beautiful. And again, notice how she's keeping the elbows up nice and high, and then she stands. She's keeping that chest nice and erect. That's super important. Okay, now she's going to go back and she's going to park it. Okay, so that's kind of the first one that we like to use. And again, just using the two fingertips like this, it's going to help take a lot of the pressure off the wrists. Okay, especially in the beginning when you're doing this, maybe the first 3 or 4 weeks, you're going to feel a little bit of a mobility issue with the wrist, but as that wrist gets looser and looser, you can employ this technique. It's just going to become easier and easier for you. All right, so that's kind of the first way. When you go to the second way, then you can just actually come to here like this. Okay, and again, the bar is resting on your fingertips and your elbows are high because you actually want the bar to rest on your shoulder. You don't want to be, you see a lot of people in the beginning, they're holding it like this. All that pressure's on their wrist, you're really limited. And make sure the bar is right into your throat and your elbows are up high. Okay, so Leanne's going to show you that one more time. She's just going to go in her, how she normally does it. Okay, she's got it up nice and high. She sets her feet up. And she's up and down. Again, she's keeping all the weight into the heels when she's doing this movement, and the body's upright. Okay, so one more time. And up. Again, that's the front squat. Okay, now I'm going to show you a third technique for this. Okay, a third technique. I'm actually going to show you this technique. It's actually called the Macarena. Okay, because remember that old, what was that? Was that a video or I don't know what that was? Okay, it was a song or something. Okay, so basically the same idea. I would say this technique is more for people that are having problems with wrist flexibility. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to come into the bar. Same thing. You're just going to go, remember that Macarena. Make sure the bar's centered. So here's your position, just like this. Elbows are high. You're going to set your feet up. Now on the descent, I'm going to hold my breath because I want to keep my core tight. And you guys, I see a lot of people rubberneck. You don't need to rubberneck. What's rubbernecking? That's rubbernecking. They're looking up to the heavens. Okay, just look straight ahead. So I'm going to breath and hold. Okay, just gazing nice and straight ahead one more time. I'm down. Hold the position here, and then drive up out of the hole. And then when I go to park it, it's always 1 and 2. Again, I can get in and out of the bar safely. It was up higher for me. Then it would be harder for Leanne to get it up. So make sure that you're staying the bar up high. So we went over those 3 techniques. The first one was like this, Richard Nixon. Second one was just regular. Again, whatever technique you want to apply, make sure the elbows are high. And the third one, okay, was just the bar resting up here. But the front squat, okay, it's really on the frontal plane, and you really want to make sure that you keep your torso upright. All right, so this is Darren and Leanne from the Underground Coach. I hope you enjoyed our video tip of the week, and see you next week.